Hello everybody and a very good evening. Welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. I had to think about that for a second then. That's not a good start, is it? 30 seconds into the show. We are here for the final show for your Yes, It's Here Friday. Yes, the weekend is almost upon us and we finish in style with Colour Me Happy. We're going to be doing a little bit of Colour Me Happy later on. We've got some fantastic deals coming up as far as Inkpads are concerned across the range of Inkpads that we've got within our Spectrum Noir range. However, we are going to be taking the opportunity to also look back at today's launch because we had a few little technical gremlins earlier on the launch show. So what we said was Sarah wanted to get in tons of demos, which she didn't manage to do because of the tech gremlins. So we thought, you know what, we'd roll into this show with Corrine some of the demos that Sarah didn't get the opportunity to show you. So if you think that you missed out on the launch, you didn't, because we still have stock available of the showstopper, which I'll take you through. And if you think you missed out on inspiration, you didn't, because we're going to show you inspiration on that as well. A few things to tell you. Of course, Club Inspire Week continues. Your chance to, if you're platinum, get 25% off everything that you shop for. And it's great wherever you are within Club Inspire, because you'll get an extra 5% off. It's like you're bumping up a level for a week, basically, is what it is. But if you're a bronze member, you're going to be getting 10% off as opposed to your normal 5. If you're a silver member, you're going to get 15% off. If you're a gold member, there's your first one of the day, Susie. I know you love that. 20% off. And if you're a platinum member, 25% off. Also, if you're not yet within Club Inspire, then of course you can join up and get 25% off your first purchase. Really easy to do. Just find this logo on the website and fill in details. Need your email address, your name, create a password, you're in. It's free to do. Boom, shakala. Also worth mentioning, if you do spend over 10 during the event, you get yourself a very trendy, oh there it is in fact, very trendy pin badge. Whoop, 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 whoop. Got mine back. Well, I actually found another. We've got another one because I gave mine to Sheena on Wednesday, of course, being the gentleman that I am. But you'll get that. So lots to get excited about. We'll say hello to Corrine, and I'll tell you more about the Spend More, Save More event, which we're also doing today and today only. But let us say hello to the lady who's with us this evening, going to be bringing you all of the inspiration. Had the longest break in history between shows. I mean, I think I get long breaks sometimes, but I tell you what, carried the station on her shoulders this morning for an hour, did the wake-up call on her own, and she's back 6 hours later. Wow, what have you been doing in that time, Corrine? What have I been doing? Yeah. It really wasn't exciting. No? I've been doing my tax return. Oh, no. Yeah. No. It's that halfway through the year, I remember. That 31st of July deadline. It's in a couple of days, isn't it? I remember when I was freelance for about 5 or 6 years, and when I first started doing it, I was thinking, what, you got to pay money in July as well? Yeah. What? Yeah. Did you get it all done? No. Oh. I knew I was never going to get it done, but it was, because I'm going to have to make a payment, it was making me start to do my accounts. And I don't like doing accounts. I'm out of work for 28 years in the inland revenue. Yeah. I know what I have to do, and I do it right, but... yeah, I'm glad I'm not self-employed anymore. That's all I can say, and I don't have to do them anymore. I won't miss it, but that's what I've been doing. So really, I haven't been too hard at it. I've had a chat with Tracy, and I've had my lunch, and I've had my tea, and I did a little bit of social filming as well. Yeah. So I've done lots of bits and pieces. So it's been a good day. I just knew that if I went home, I'd have put the TV on and got it done. So I just lock myself away. So yes, but I'm here all weekend. I'm here tomorrow with Lily, and on Sunday with our Debbie. Lovely. So really looking forward to it. Really good weekend. And the thing is, it's nice tonight as well, isn't it? Because of course you've got all of the goodies you were going to show us within Colour Me Happy, and you also get to have a play now with our Christmas collection, taking over the demos that Sarah didn't get time to show us. So we're going to be doing a few of those with you as well, aren't we? Yes, we are. She's left me them all. I've dissected them, made sure I realised what she wanted from them, because she was kind enough to leave me the stuff that she'd prepped. Yeah. So I've got them all in front of me, and I'm going to try and have a go at making those. So yeah, really looking forward to that. Lots to come. We're going to start off with those. We've got Superstar Susie on the socials. We've got James and Johnny in the gallery steering the Good Ship Craft. And already with us, Sarah Lee. He says, hi Ben, Corrine and Crafters TV team. Hi, Lynn Arrow, who says, hi, brilliant Ben. I love your surname, Arrow, Lynn Arrow. Corrine, the amazing CTV team, the wonderful social superstar, and everyone. Suzanne Dawn says, good evening, everyone, crafting friends and CC crew. Carletta Morris joins us from Arkansas. Linda Arms says, hello from Maryland. I've just got my 2 cute penguin stamps, so I will be colouring during the show. Vanessa Fuentes joins us from Florida. Arlene Capitocchio joins us from Michigan. Hello, Arlene. Sharon Moffat from South Carolina. Charlotte Everett is in from Herne Bay. Michelle Harris is in. BJ Clark from Oysterville. Hello to Terry J. Anderson, who says hello again from Tractorland, that's Ohio. Beth Malone says, good afternoon, crafty friends from upstate New York. And Susie says, I'm here with you all weekend too, Corrine. Woohoo, girls weekend.
It certainly is.
Lynn Morton says, good evening, Corrine, Ben, team, social, and all the Crafters TV team for a lovely Newcastle. Oh, and Lynn Arrow is our lovely Lynn. I did not realise that. Kathy Green says, hi, Corrine and Ben from a sunny but very warm Mechanicsburg. Whoop, 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 whoop. Big up Mechanicsburg. Let's show you the brand new collection, which is now 60% of the showstopper gone. These are our brand new Christmas-shaped card-based stamp and dies. Incredible. These are so much fun. If you watched the show earlier on, with Sarah, you'll have had a bit of a taste of these and a bit of feel for them. But basically, you're going to be making yourself the most amazing, cute Christmas-shaped cards. But outside of that, of course, you can use these as well for little toppers. You can use the stamps, elsewhere within your crafty creations as well. I'll show you the boards on these in just a second. The showstopper deal is brilliant for the fact that Sarah's bundled together some really useful items that you're going to be using alongside these. Things like your tweezers. You saw pretty much on every demo Sarah using tweezers over the course of the launch show. We've got red liner tape in here, some of the art liners which Sarah is using a lot too, plus one of our quick dry ink pads. Basically, all of the extra goodies that you're getting within this set should be worth £25 or $39. That's what you would be paying. However, within the showstopper, you pay just an extra $5, and the platinum price on this $63.75 or $78. So you're already getting a fantastic deal on the collection, and you'll also open up the bonus buy as well, which I'll tell you about in just a second. But all of these projects you're going to be making with these are fantastic. You've got your cute little penguin in here. And as you can see, you can just build up a little 2D project if you wish, but you've got the ability with these to cut them just over the top of your cardstock and make card shapes out of them. We had the best time looking at these earlier on, and you get all the different accessories as well. Like you've got a little bow tie, little hat, little scarf. On one of the cards that Sarah made, it was this bunting here turned upside down and made him a little Christmas hat, like the ones you get in a cracker.
That's cute.
Yeah, which we thought was quite fun. You get loads of different stamps in here as well. So things like Winter Joy, Holly Jolly, Tis the Season. So stamps that you can use elsewhere within your Christmas makes. You're also going to get your snowman, cheerful snowman. I really like the stick arms.
Yes, they're fun, aren't they?
Yeah, and then the little gloves you can pop on there too. But whether you go snowman or snow woman, you've got top hats, you've got little bows in there, you've got little bobble hats, so much that you can build these up with, and you've even got the little different expressions in the stamps that you can put on the snowman's face. Great projects, we decided as well. If you wanted to do these with the kids or the grandkids, these would be fun. Gingerbread house, once again here, so many different elements. This was the one actually Sarah won demo of the show with earlier on, because it was just brilliant what she did with this. Think about using things like your puffy snow and your glitter glues on here too. I know a lot of you, when it comes to the gingerbread house, were marvelling at this project. I mean, how amazing is that, Corrine? That's taken it to the next level, isn't it?
It certainly is. And I've already seen on Facebook, people have started tagging Michelle, because apparently she's got the craft along, saying, Michelle, please make the 3D house. I think Michelle can rise to that challenge, because Michelle is pretty good at 3D construction. So I'm going to put it out there and say Michelle will rise to that challenge. Yeah,
it's August the 26th, and when we found out it was Michelle doing it, we said exactly the same, because she's like the queen of construction, isn't she? So
yeah, exactly.
You've got your little gingerbread man stamp in there as well. I love this as well. Baking spirits bright. But that's the kind of lengths that you can go to with these. Yes, make your cards, but you can also think out of the box here and really go to town with this.
I don't know if it still is, but when we did Wake Up Call, that one was the most popular singularly of all of them.
The gingerbread. Still the most popular, producer Johnny tells me, and then you've also got your Christmas tree in there too. Again, Sarah's last demo on this during the launch was a fantastic easel card with the Christmas tree, just showing you all the different things that you can do and different ways that you can work with these. But look, you can see again so many different dies and the little streamers and tinsel that you can add, so you can really go to town with that collection. £68, $83.20 if you're platinum, but that's your gold price in the box. If you're platinum, it is £63.75 or $78. You can then pick up your bonus buy, which is the card bundle. Now, this is incredible, and you'll have to, well, seeing is believing on this, because you can get all of this cardstock here. So it's 160 sheets of some of the best cardstock that we do for £50 or $70. If you're a gold member, £40 or $56, you then get your platinum discount on that as well. So that comes down to £37.50 or $52.50. But here's the thing, you bought the showstopper, didn't you? And you're going to buy this. So you get this half price. So if you're platinum, everything I'm about to show you, £18.75 or $26.25. Crazy. Because you're going to get your trend set of beautiful Centura Pearl cardstock. You're getting 40 sheets here, 8 different colours. And already you're thinking, hang on a minute, this is an absolutely unbelievable way. I love that pumpkin in there, absolutely stunning colours. But you're getting that, 40 sheets. You're also getting another 40 sheets of our double-sided fresh white Centura Pearl. On top of that, you're getting 30 sheets of our luxury cardstock in the green, 10 sheets of our encapsulated glitter cardstock, 10 sheets of the matte mirror, 10 sheets of our mirror cardstock. On top of that, you're going to get all of that once again in the red. That's 30 more sheets included. And then on top of all of that, you're going to get 10 sheets of our glitter cardstock in the silver, 10 sheets of our glitter cardstock in the ivory. That is 160 sheets of some of the best cardstock that we do for an unbelievable price. £40, $56 if you're gold. That comes down to $37.50 or $52.50 if you are platinum. If you are getting this with your showstopper, that is £18.75 or $26.25 plus your double points as well. What a deal. Let us get into this. We'll flash up the details for the collection, the showstopper on the screen. We are over 60% of the stock gone. A couple of final hellos. We'll say hi to Alicia, who joins us from Arkansas. Polly Newsom is in beautiful Wyoming. Donna Yam from Florida. Shelley White is in. Terry says, Corrine, you did a fantastic job on your solo wake-up call this morning.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mary Shaw says, good afternoon from Florida. Hi also to Deborah Moujouette from Oceanside, California, and Alicia, who says, hi everyone, day off from work, I just loved these shaped cards. And one quick question which says, from All Things Wonderful, a bit of a silly question, in the penguin set, what are the orange hot dog looking things? I can't work it out. Penguin? Orange hot dog?
Hot dog.
Oh, I think what it is, so this one here is like he's got his beak open, this one is like beak shut. That's what that is. Yeah. I mean, or it could be...
Ah, yes.
Yeah, open or closed mouth penguin is what it is. Or, you know, he could have a hot dog. Or a taco, Johnny. Absolutely right. It could be whatever you want it to be, but I think it's his mouth, beak, closed.
It is, isn't it? You put them there so they go,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah. Like that, like that.
Oh, and just a quick update here. Quick update. Christine Mahoney on Facebook. Thank you, Christine. Update. Michelle did say online that she would make this for her craft along.
Brilliant.
Boom.
The power of social media.
Exactly. The power of peer pressure. Right. Thank you, Michelle. Right. What are we going to make with you, Corrine?
Right. We're going to start with the snowman. Can I just say, if you're going to get this and then you get that paper is working out at 11.7p per sheet.
There we go.
11.7p per sheet for some of our, like you say, best ever quality. Now, I was thinking earlier, wouldn't these make the best ever Christmas bunting? Can you imagine a snowman and a penguin, a snowman and a penguin,
oh,
maybe
yeah,
with a Christmas tree and spur, because they're all the similar sort of height.
Yeah.
Or you could have gingerbread house bunting. It would look absolutely fantastic. When I looked at it, that was, I just thought, one of the best ways. Now, I'm going to take this one back. I'm going to do my first one, and I'm going to do it sort of true to the name. So we've got card shape. So I thought, well, let's make a card first. So just got a little piece of card folded in half, and then I'm going to put it on. So the first time I'm going to put it on, I'm going to put it on so it overhangs the card. Can you see? So I've got a little bit of card, a little bit of light between the card and my die. And that's going to be where my card opens. So put that on. Now, these aren't deep dish dies, but I actually made something like this one at home. And you can do that in one go, in
Yeah.
one pass. I don't know if Sarah made it, but you can make it in one pass.
Yeah, she did that earlier.
It'll go through 2, and then the third one I just had to give it a little bit of a helping hand.
Yeah.
So although they're not deep dish dies, you know, the multi layer dies, you can get them through your cardstock. So there's my first one, and look, bless him, he's got a little bit of, it looks like he's took a tumble. The snow has flattened him. So what we're going to do is I've got a regular piece of card. It's not folded or anything, and I'm going to cut it again.
Okay.
So we can give him back his round tummy.
That's it.
So there we go. So there you can see. So if you look at that, look, we've got a little snowman shaped card. So it works absolutely perfect. If you're doing one of those sort of concertina cards, you'd probably try and get it a little bit closer to the edge, just so that you didn't miss much. And this one now, we will, in due course, stick that over the top.
Yeah.
And now once that's open, you can see we're now back to having a full snowman on the front. So that's where we're going. So once we've done that, I think we need to sort of start to decorate. And this is where the fun really kicks in. So I'm going to get my IG1, my ice grey one, and I'm just going to add a few little highlights. So I'm just going to come round the side. Now, when you're colouring things that are white, you just need to add highlights. You don't need to, colour the whole things. If you just give a little bit of a highlight, it gives that impression of being white, and you can get away with quite a lot. I'm right-handed, so I've just turned him round because I just find it a little bit easier to colour that way, and then we can come round here.
Be a good excuse to get the rotating design board here.
It really would, wouldn't it? Oh, apparently it's sold out. I wonder if that went when Sheena was showing it, because I was watching that show from home. There we go. Right, so I'm just going to pop that onto there. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give him some eyes. Now, you've got choices. So you could use, when I made the concertina one, I just used some of these little ones here, these round ones, for eyes. That's entirely up to you. You can do it whichever way you want. But I'm going to do it with the stamp. So I've taken this one, and this is the stamp.
Which one is it? The winky one?
No, it's the one with the two, it's like the two coal eyes, and they're like the row of coal for
the
mouth.
coal face.
The coal face.
Yeah.
Very good. Now I'm going to pop this on to my rocker block, and I'm going to get my quick dry ink, because this is the ink pad that you get in the showstopper.
Jet black, isn't it?
So we can pop that on there. This one's quite new. I possibly could have been done better to have put this on to my stamping platform, which is part... Actually, I'm going to change that. I'm not going to put it on my rocker block. I'm going to put it on my stamping platform, because I think I'm going to have to do a couple of times. Now, I actually like my stamping platform on my stamping mat. I think you get a better result.
That's the pick of the day today as well, if you want the stamping platform with some free card stock. Need a card.
There we go. Right, OK. I'm looking at that thinking I want to be able to multi-stamp, and I wouldn't be able to do it. So,
so that's when you use your stamping platform as opposed to your rocker block, yeah?
Yeah, because I want to multi-stamp it. I think this would make a brilliant face for a frog. Just looks like a frog, doesn't it? Can you see? Can you just see? Doesn't that look like a frog? No, can you not see it? You can't see it.
No.
I can.
Maybe once you've stamped it.
Yeah.
We'll have a look. Let's see.
Right.
Does anyone else think it looks like a frog? Let's find out. Let's have a look.
I just think there, look. When you see
a
the
little bit now.
Can you see? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, there you go. Right. So pop that down, press that. Looking good. Now, this is why I wanted to do another one. Just sometimes with your, because it's a newer stamp as well, sometimes they like to have a couple.
Got loads of bad jokes about frogs going through my head now, but I'm not going to.
There we go. That looks perfect now, doesn't it? I feel happier knowing that I could do two stamps.
Yeah.
Okay. So once we've got that, we're going to take that off, and I think it's getting close to time to put him on his body. So we'll put him on his body, and I'm just going to use I'll use my tacky glue. Oh, there we go. There we are. Right. So we'll put this onto here. And that's going to go all the way over there. And then he's going to pop just on there. Line him up. And the great thing is, we've given you art liners in this set, so if you did end up missing a little bit, you can always go over it with your art liners, which is what, you know, we often... Why do I keep budging that? Let's just get... There we go, let that lined up better. There we go. Right, so we've got that bit. Now, I have already got a lot of the other bits cut out. You can, if you wanted to, you know, just cut them out. So I've just got a few little bits here. So look, you've got this little carrot nose. Now, all we've done is we've gone in with a gel pen. So this one is out of your Academy of Colour. So if you've got the Academy of Colour, you've got that. Otherwise, I bet a lot of crafters have already got gel pens because they really are popular. Now, as soon as you put, look, it looks cute. As soon as we put the nose on, doesn't it add to that look and start to bring him to life?
Absolutely.
And then we're going to come in next with his hat. So we can put let's put that on. Now, all we've done here is I've gone in with my BT9 and I've just literally drawn around it and again, put some white lines on. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue around the bottom because this is going to go over the top and we can put it to there.
Well, it gives the effect of like the woolen knit, doesn't it?
It does. And then we've got the extra. And I love this. You can make so much detail on here by building up those layers. And then his little scarf.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have stood and coloured all these in, but then you'd have probably got about 2 demos out of me.
That's it.
All show.
See Corrine using the tweezers again here, which is handy. We've got those in the showstopper.
Now, I saw, based on what was on the table, Sarah was using the regular tweezers earlier. I like squeezy tweezers.
The back to front ones?
They're what I use, and I find anything else quite difficult. I was using the regular ones this morning, and I was really struggling.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, just because I've now used squeezy tweezers all the time. So when I'm doing like this, I can let go. And when I've discovered where I want it to be, just a minute, there we go, let's put that.
It's like when I got caught out with the ones that you're using now and could not figure out how to use them because I'm used to using normal tweezers.
Yeah, it's what you get used to, isn't it?
Yeah.
And, you know, it means I can hold on to them until I don't want to hold on to them, if that makes sense. It's practice. I think I've been using these for about 5 or 6 years now. So now these are my go-to. But if I was to do something like my eyebrows that I wanted tweezers for, I would just pick up normal tweezers. So I think it's crafting that I like my squeezy tweezers.
So normal tweezers for your brows, did you say?
Oh yeah, always.
Oh, weren't we on last time when you said you really enjoy having your eyebrows plucked?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
There we go. Right.
Yikes.
Take time to chase the snowflake. Oh, I do. Oh, I do.
Oh, no. Makes me sneeze.
It's enough to make you relax and go to sleep.
What?
It really is.
What? Not that I have my eyebrows plucked, but no. I think I said to you last time, sorry if you're eating your dinner, I have one big wiry grey hair which grows in my eyebrows, which I have to pluck out about once a month. But that's it. That's the extent of my eyebrow pluckage. And now you're up to date. Isn't it funny? Johnny's just said his wife Gemma likes doing his eyebrows. Dishing out a bit of punishment, Johnny. I think that's what it is. By the way, there's a lot of people who can see the frog as well, Corrine.
Thank you.
Lynn, the hashtag #GoLiveGranny, and Sue L says yes. It does look like a frog.
Right, now, I should have just popped that one in. So I'm going to pop in his arms. So I'm going to pop those in from the back. I should have put that one on before I put it on. I maybe jumped in a little bit too fast and did that. So again, just out of a little bit of craft card with a little bit of brown ink and white ink. It just brings everything to life. So we can pop that one behind there. Go on, grab. And then I can pop that one. Oops, I just nudged that. I'm going to put that one on the inside. There we go. Let's put... There we go.
Why does a frog like reading Sherlock Holmes?
Go on.
Because he loves a good croak and dagger. I actually saw a frog in the library the other day. He was picking up all the books and chucking them to one side going, read it, read it, read it, read it, read it. Reddit.
I was wondering where that was going. There we go. Right, and I'm going to just, now, last thing I'm going to do is on the inside, I'm just going to take a little bit off the edge. I don't need to do it off that one, but as long as I've done it on the back one, there we go. It will now stand up. There you go.
So good.
Isn't it lovely?
Yeah.
Just brings them to life just by adding things like the eyes, the nose. Look at those lovely, lovely arms as well.
Oh dear, absolutely fantastic. And I think the joy of that actually is the ease of putting it together, but also the choice that you've got with all of the stamps and dies.
Yeah.
There's so much choice. And I guess we were talking earlier on, you can probably mix and match the different accessories between, certainly between the penguin and the snowman. I think so. Thank you for the update on your eyebrows, says Susie. You're welcome. Maybe you should let us know before you pluck it next time. Barbara says hello from Indiana. And I made Susie laugh with one of my jokes. She says, ha ha ha, that one really tickled me. Reddit.
Didn't she normally laugh at your joke?
I don't know. I think she rolls her eyes more than she laughs. You know, like being at home. Terry says, oh, Ben, with lots of laughy faces, as does Alicia. I've got plenty more frog jokes if you want them later on. I know this one, Johnny. You don't have to tell me. What type of shoes do frogs wear? Open-toed sandals. Oh. Did you hear the one about the frog? He was in his car and it broke down. He got towed away. Oh dear. Okay. What are we doing? Let's recap this deal. Well over 60% of the stock gone now of our Shape Christmas card bases. They are brilliant. They're a lot of fun. And do you know what? If you're looking to maybe get other people involved in your crafts, these are so much fun, particularly the kids and the grandkids, because you can, you know, cut out all the different bits and pieces, die cut all the bits and pieces, and then have fun putting these cards together, whether it be our cute little penguin here, whether it be the gingerbread house. And I show you that, again, you know, things like, you know, shape card bases, really, really quick and simple to do. Decorate them up with all of the additional elements that you've got, and you're going to make the most amazing cards in next to no time. And also, as I said earlier on, you know, don't think about just making card bases with these. Think about incorporating them within your actual cards themselves there. So just cutting an aperture, creating a shaker, and then popping the little snowman on the inside of a card there. This one's super cute as well. Hang on. Look, you've got the little project that Sarah sort of showed a little bit earlier on, but using different colours. I really think these are so... Did
you see this one earlier? Did you have a look at this?
Oh, Liam's, yeah, but show it again.
Show this?
Yeah, show it again.
Because I am blown away by this. So this is the Christmas tree. And what we've done, what our Liam has done is, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like he's done it, cut it out 5 times, scored down the middle, and then made it into a 3D Christmas tree. Again, using all the accessories, but let me show you.
Whoop, whoop, whoop,
1, 2. Oh, I'm just, there. Let's do that. 2, and then you've got solid. Isn't that brilliant?
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. I'm sure he'll do a blog post on it. He usually does.
I'm sure he will,
I'm not trying to commit him to it, but I'm sure.
I'm sure he'll do that. I'm sure Michelle will do craft along. We'll just give everyone else loads of work to do. Love that. You've then got your Christmas tree in there too. And again, just to show you, once again, really brilliant having all the different elements that you can build up on the front of your card. I must just show you also this one here, which I absolutely love, like a dome front shaped card, just using again some of your apertures to create the detail on the inside and then the presents around the outside. And I know I've just shown you the penguin, but how cool is this project here? This one made by Nicole Brederick. That's incredible, like cutting the aperture of the penguin and making it into a shaker.
Oh, so that's using that second die, whereas we've, instead of cutting out the white, actually cut it in.
And then decorating the inside and then the outside, so it really gives it that feel of, well, 3D. I think that is incredible. I love that. Absolutely love that. Of course, you can, if you want, just get the card bases on their own. You don't have to go for the showstopper. That is an option on the Shop the Day page. But if you go for the showstopper, you will, of course, get all of the additional elements, including the tweezers, the jet black in the quick dry, your art liners, and then your red liner tape too. Remember, that is a bundle worth £25 or $39 on its own that you're only paying an extra £5 or $5 for when you go for your showstopper. So £68 or $83.20 is the deal on that. If you're platinum, it is $63.75 or $78. Now, colour me happy. Let's get on to what we were going to show you from this particular show. Inkpads. Bit of an Inkpad 101 really, because we've got all of the sort of main Inkpads that we feature a lot, from our opaque pigment Inkpads to our water reactive Inkpads and our quick dry Inkpads. Now, the showstopper bundle that you're seeing on screen here, 30 Inkpads in total, is actually made up of 3 smaller bundles. So if you just want to go for the opaque pigment 10 on their own, you can. If you want to go for your water reactive Inkpads on their own, you can. If you want to go for the quick dries on their own, you can. The showstopper collection though brings you everything that you're seeing right here at a discount. You're basically saving yourself 10 when you go for these in one click. Now the price you're seeing here is the gold price, £88 or $136. If you're a platinum member, it's $82.50 or $127.50. Now, this is where the spend more, save more comes into effect, because if you use that, you can use the spend more, save more, and there are terms and conditions. July launches you can't, but you can use it here. So, if you're going for the full showstopper this evening, let's show you. So if you're spending 50, use the code SPENDSAVE10, and you'll get £10 or $10 off. If you're spending over 100, use the code SPENDSAVE20 and you can get 20 off. Use the code SPENDSAVE30 when you spend over 130 and you'll get 30 off. So even if you're platinum here, $82.50 or $127.50. If you're in the UK, you can use this code here and get extra off. If you're in the US, $127.50, of course you can use this code here and get that extra 20 off, bringing it down to $107.50. However, because you're only $2.50 shy of the 130, you could just pop something else small, I don't know, like some glue or something into your basket, top it up to that 130 and get 30 off with the Spend Save 30. Depends how you want to do it, but this definitely comes into play if you're going for these Inkpads today. I'll quickly rattle through them and then we will have a look at these with Corrine, and it's a great opportunity as well on this show to be able to ask the questions about the different type of Inkpads that we've got. So, I don't suppose it really matters, but the opaque pigment Inkpads, so these one particularly good for your blending and for doing your heat embossing techniques. So the colours you're going to get, we're going to give you fire brown, you're going to get Bordeaux, you're going to get orange, lemon tonic, pink tulip, twilight grey, plum jam, baby blue, damson wine, and then Oasis. Mad for it. I had a bowl of Oasis soup the other day. You get a roll with it. Next up, the quick dry Inkpads. You've got your pink tulip, fuchsia, you do it at home. Baby blue, yeah, baby blue, ocean blue, lemon tonic, plum jam, grasshopper, spring meadow, midnight, honey pot, oh, I can't help myself, and back to the fuchsia. And then, last but by no means least, your water reactive, again, taking your water to these, great for your blending techniques and your distressing, creating your own amazing backgrounds with and doing all of your water techniques with. You have got, what does that say? Oh, parakeet, damson wine, baby blue, smoke plume. Oh, get on there.
It's like an intricate
Green topaz, midnight, fire brown, sandstorm, spar blue, smoked emerald. All of those included in that showstopper. Double points on everything, don't forget as well. If you just decide you want to stock up on a particular brand of the Inkpads, you can. Those are available for you individually, but the best value for money is to go for the 30 Inkpads in total. Right, let us crack on and have a look at these. Loads of love coming through for the collection that we've just shown you, but let's get into these with Corrine. Any questions you want to ask, if you're not sure about what ink pad you use where, this is a great opportunity to ask whilst Corrine is here. We're live and interactive for the next hour and 20. So, what are you going to show us, Corrine?
Right, I'll just quickly show you what we made in Wake Up Call. So this one we did a resist because we've actually got these stamps on the show today. These are our mindfulness stamps. Stamped it and heat embossed it in white. And then we did a resist, so we used midnight at the bottom, and then we used parakeet at the top, blending them together, and then just splattered with a bit of smoked emerald. So you can see how, whatever you're doing, the colours work really well together. There are a couple of very definite family colour groups in there. We're going to do something a little bit different now. We're going to do green topaz and damson wine. So we're going to use those two together. Now, one thing, when you're doing embossing, that people often say, have damp card. It makes it even the embossed come out a little bit more. So I thought, with that bit in mind, this is the sort of process I was going to. So I'm going to actually apply my colour first and make my card a little bit damp. Oh, come on, my brush isn't that clean. This is my fault because it's the brush I use. I cleaned the water, but I didn't clean the brush. There we go. Right, we can get rid of that.
So some people do this a matter of course then, do they? Every time they emboss?
Yeah, I know you can spritz, water on your cardstock just to make it, a little bit wet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in first and I'm going to put a little bit, I've got my green topaz there, you can just see that. I should have put it somewhere else. And then I've got my damson wine just there. And then I'm going to wet my brush, just a little bit of water. Now, I want to wash with this. This isn't about lots of colour, so I want a wash. So what I'm going to be using, we've got these cut, what are they? They're the nesting dies.
Yeah.
Embossing and nesting dies.
Embossing and nesting dies, yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Regal Triangle. So if I look at my cardstock, I'm just going to pop it just in here. What I want to do is I want to put the ink roughly where that is going to be. So just what I'm going to do is I'm going to
3D embossing folders and nesting dies.
That's
the name.
So I'm going to just pop a little bit on here and I'm going to come down here. Now you can we want it wet, so we can pop a little bit on. Just here.
Our Susie spritzes and then embosses. She says, let me know if you're a spritzing embosser.
Yep.
Interested to know.
So just applying a little bit on here, we can just add in a little bit more. You will see it all comes together in a minute. So we can do that bit first. Now, your inks will merge together if you don't dry. So I'm not going to get it uber dry, but I just want to check that first. Look, look, can you see how that colour is going to be sitting quite nicely behind? Let me just put a little bit more here. It's just worth holding your folder over there and just checking. Oh dear. Oh. And then we can just dry it. There we go. Just dry that off, just so that my ink doesn't all merge together.
Lots of love coming through for the last collection we looked at. Light Up Tree is amazing, says Jessica. Liam's makes are amazing, says Carletta. And Terry J. Anderson says the baby blue looks fantastic on the snowman as well. So you incorporate some of these with your shaped Christmas card bases. Right,
now I haven't over dried it, but I've dried it enough that I'm not going to create sludge. That's what I'm trying to avoid. So let's make sure my brush is clean, and then we can come in here again. This time, I am trying to keep it fairly, sort of liquid. I want it quite runny.
Yeah.
So we can then just add in a little bit more, just popping it on. And again, it's just about adding in that ink. Don't worry how it looks at the minute because we haven't embossed it yet. So we can pop in a little bit more. Let's come up a little bit here. And it's just how you fancy it. So I'm going to just dry that off a little bit more because it is a little bit too damp to emboss. There we go. So I'm just going to, there will be dampness in the card and it will be enough, and you will see it will really, really make that colour pop. So we can just dry that off. There we go. And can you see how my purple's still purple and my green's still green? Just by doing that little bit of drying between the two. So now, these are 3D embossing folders. There we go, but oh, it's on the outside. So we know that for our sandwicher plates, we do the white cutting plate, and then we do the magnetic shim and the plastic shim, and that's all we need to do. So we can pop that through there. Now, I'm going to show you, this is probably going to be one of the best 3D embossed you will have seen, just because that card is slightly damp. And if I then show you that, can you see how deep that emboss? I don't know if you can see, but that is really, if I show you on the back,
oh yeah,
can you really see how perfectly that has embossed? So all I want to do then, let me grab a Dauber. So I can't see a round holder. Let me see if I can find one in my bag, because I had one earlier. Yep, there it is. Okay, so I've got purple Dauber, and I'm just going to pick up some of this ink, trying to avoid the water, and then I'm just going to go over that purple. But can you see as well how, whilst it was, oh, that's a bit damp, while it's embossed, it sort of moved that ink as well. So we can then just pick up the purple. If you want to go in and add a little bit more, you can. So I'm just picking up that embossed. Look at that. Look at how perfectly that is embossed. And then, now, what I did earlier, when I was at home, I got my silver gilding wax. And then, let me just put it into here. I don't know if this is something people should do or not, but I was doing it at home. I was just mixing my gilding wax with my purple ink, so that it's taken off some of that silvery look, so it's got purple undertones.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not trying to turn it into purple gilding wax, but what I'm trying to do is give the gilding wax the sort of undertones that I wanted.
Yeah.
So just by mixing it in with my purple, it's not coming out, like I say, it's just giving it the right sort of hue. There we go. So let's look at that.
Beautiful.
Can you see how well it's embossed? Now, I'm going to pop that on there. I'm going to pick up the green, leave the purple there.
Lots of love for your colour choices. Terry says those two colours together look fabulous, and I wouldn't have thought of those. That's why I watch so often.
Well, I didn't choose those colours as such. They were just two that were in the collection. So I was mindful that now, I don't have a blender at home. This is my blender. It's an old plastic A4 box. And if I was at home, I would then also do that. I don't know if you can see from the front, so I can show you. I would also put the back, can you see, put the back up. And that just stops all the bits. So all I'm going to do, you can still see, hopefully you can see it from above, I'm sure. So I'm just going to pick up some of that purple, and then I'm just going to splat. Now, the one I've done at home, I spent quite a while splatting it, and I'll show you that because it'll be nice and dry. But just to add in all those lovely textures just over there. These are water-reactive inks, so they are just perfect for doing this. Now, I have still got ink on the desk, but hopefully by just putting it in the box, I've got a little bit less on the desk than I would have done otherwise. So look at that now. Isn't that
amazing,
beautiful?
Yeah.
Now, I've got one here that's dry, and you can see, very similar, but I've just got a few more splats on there, haven't I? That's all that's different on that one, and it's nice and dry, because it will take the glue better if it's dry. Oh, look at this, the desk. Oh, dear me. Right, so I have got, I was a bit risky there, put my card base in the way. So I've just got some silver and some purple cardstock. Literally, these were from my scrap pile.
Yeah.
I was virtually, I don't think, the whole of my Colour Me Happy prep, I don't think I got a new piece of card out. I made everything work with bits that were in my scrap pile.
Yeah.
Because I've got, just at the side of my paper trimmer is the biggest pile of bit. You know, when I cut a sheet down, I just put it all onto.
That's a good idea. So you're using a bit you've already cut like a sentiment into, just as a matter of
this one it has. I actually cut that in to do this demo actually. So we can pop these on here. You'll see in a minute. I wanted to use it, but I'll often do that. Yeah. I don't stick until virtually the end, because then it means that if I do need to go back in and just grab another little bit for a sentiment or something, you can. Yeah. Because it's totally hidden. Right, now, when you look at this, obviously it works perfectly that way, because you can see. But actually, I like these that way round as well. They work both ways. So we're going to go back in with our tacky glue. Now, when you've embossed, you do need possibly a little bit more glue than you would otherwise, just because, think about it, that's quite deep rivets and things in there.
Yeah.
Oh, I am that way up. So I can pop that onto there. So nobody can see, look, that I actually took my sentiment out of that purple cardstock.
Yeah.
If I was doing that, I would probably, when I'm die cutting, I would take my magnetic shim out. So that it doesn't squash that card. I find that my cut machine at home will die cut quite a lot, quite happily, without the magnetic shim. And that is what I did then with that little bit. I just put it onto there. Yeah, most times, even when I'm crafting for myself, I will leave it till the very end to cut out. Oh, I should have said, these shapes here are all done with, they're in there we go, your little dies. So, as I said, this is a regal rectangle. You get in a diamond, a square,
oval,
and an oval. There we go. I knew there was 4.
Just a question as well, whilst you're sticking. Sarah Leahy, lovely Sarah, says, how do you clean your stamp after use when you use the quick dry ink pad, and is it easy to clean?
Quick dry ink pads will stain your stamps.
Okay.
They stain, but I'll show you. Even though they've stained it, they're clean. Does that make sense? There's no
just
residual.
colours the pad.
It colours the pad. It isn't actually wet. So looking at it, and if you want to, stop at this point. But you know me, we were talking about this today. Me and our Grace, we were talking about me and my flowers. I love
You don't
making
love flowers,
flowers.
do you? You don't like flowers, do you?
Nah, never.
Never
So
seen you put one on a card.
I had a show the other day with our decoupage flowers, the one with the fuchsia. I think this is actually the fuchsia leaves.
Yeah.
And I had some, they're all in a little box at the side of my desk. So I thought, oh, I've got fuchsia leaves left over, so we can pop that onto there. And you know what? I think
That's very pretty.
that will do. Just, again, little bits of ink spatters on the flower, but how about just like that?
Absolutely brilliant. And isn't it nice that we've got the really fun and quirky Christmas card bases, and then we've got something completely the opposite end of the spectrum, but still 2 fantastic cards. This is the kind of thing that you can achieve with your ink pads. The Showstopper collection available for you with those 30 ink pads in total. And like we said, it's £82.50 or £127.50 if you're platinum. But of course, use your spend more, save more codes, and you can get that price down even further for you. If you don't want to go for the Showstopper, maybe there's a particular style of ink pad that you like to work with more, you need to kind of stock up on, you can go for the 3 bundles that make the Showstopper individually. It's just the best value for money, of course, is to go for the Showstopper because you get that extra discount by buying them all in one click. Still going to get you double points, of course, wherever you're shopping today. And we'll say a few more hellos to you in just a few moments' time. Any more questions you want to fire in as far as ink pads are concerned, do ask us because we'll be coming back to these in just a little bit. And also, anything else you want to know about the shaped card bases, the Christmas card bases, again, ask those questions because we'll be coming back to those in just a few moments' time. In fact, let's give you opportunity to get your baskets checked out, and we'll come back with those in around about 3 or 4 minutes' time.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, $1 or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze. Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get social with us. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on your TV or tablet, you can get so close to the action, it's like you're in the studio with us. You can ask questions about products or crafty techniques. Get hints and tips from our expert demonstrators. Plus, share pictures of your crafty makes with our amazing community. Crafters TV, getting you closer to the crafty action.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right?
Yeah.
Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What did she do?
Exactly
What
how
did she do?
he looks.
This is awesome! This is awesome!
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for being with us. Just over an hour to go for your Friday. Deborah is in with us saying, so fun learning all these new techniques. Hello, Patricia Powell, who's joined us from LA. Pammy says, waving hello to Ben. Waving hello to Pammy. And Corrine and crew from Central New York. Very nice, Corrine, says Linda Armstead. I love that. Really pretty, says Charlotte. And really pretty, all, of course, talking about the last demo that we've just seen. That was from Lynn. Eileen Pearson says, hello from California. Hello. And Deborah also just saying, I love watching Crafters TV. Always new things to learn and such magnificent products. And just a quick question before we look at the card bases again. Sue L. Corrine wants to know what paper you used to make the flower on your last card.
Multi-purpose.
Yep.
Just regular multi-purpose. Yeah,
Nice.
I should have said, I forgot to say actually, yes, on this one, I'd use my watercolour card on here because I was adding a lot of water. I used watercolour card on there, but that there is just regular multi-purpose because all I've done is splattered it with some ink, and multi-purpose will shape really, really well. It'll add a lot of dimension. So yeah, just mix and match your cardstocks as you need to.
Keep the questions coming, keep the comments coming. What's everyone doing this weekend? Let me know what you're doing for your Friday night, what you got planned. Get in touch on the socials and get chatting with us. I can tell you that 70% of our Christmas shape card based showstopper has now gone. So you're going to have to be pretty quick if you want to get your hands on this. Getting all of these brand new stamps and dies to be able to create those shaped cards. But as you've seen, to be able to do so much more with, as well as the cards we showed you just a few moments ago. If you want to go for these individually, you can. The showstopper deal is brilliant because you get all of the stamps and dies plus some goodies which I'll take you through in just a second at a discounted price. But I love this collection. The Christmas tree is brilliant, the Christmas cheer, because you've got so many different dies and stamps to be able to decorate your tree with. Even the little die there to be able to create the ribbon around your present. All of the different items that you can pop onto your tree as well, and a whole host of different sentiments as well. It's not what's under the tree that matters, who's around it. Oh, it's not what, oh dear, it's not,
Let's start again.
it's not what's under the tree that matters, it's who's around it. That took longer than it should. There, don't read another one, Ben. Then you've got your cheerful snowman. I really like the fact there's a top hat in here. I do like a top hat. I don't own one, but I'd love to wear. I'd love to go to like a glitzy do where I could like wear a top hat and like maybe like yes, James, and a monocle. I'd grow a moustache and I'd have like a cane as well. I'd love to go to some like glitzy do. Dress like that. Do people dress like that anymore at glitzy do's?
I don't think
the way that you're looking at me tells me no. Anyway, there is your snowman. Look, you can build a snowman up with scarves and little gloves. The one that Sarah made earlier on, she did in red, and it looked like the snowman was going boxing. Maybe she designed it for Boxing Day. Then you've got the gingerbread house. This is super cute as well because you get like the little trim, the gable, you get the front door, the little windows, you've got the little candy canes too, and of course the gingerbread people who can adorn your project. All your stamps there as well. Gingerbread hugs, happy holidays, have a sweet Christmas, gingerbread kisses and Christmas wishes, and from our home to yours. And lastly in the bundle, yay, here he is, your jolly penguin. Absolutely love this. Again, all of the different elements for your penguin, the hat, the bow tie, the open beak, the closed beak, the bunting, which can be the hat. You've got another hat in there, you've got the little bow tie, and a whole host of different sentiments and snowflakes in there as well for your embellishments. All of that you get, and in the showstopper you also get all of your tools, which Sarah has popped in there for you. The tweezers are being used a lot, as you can see in this show and in the launch. 4 of the tweezers. You're going to get your red liner tape and your art liners, plus you've got your jet black in the quick dry. That should be costing you an extra £25 or $39. It's $5 extra if you buy it within the showstopper. Platinum price $63.75 or $78 plus double points. And don't forget, you buy the showstopper, you can get that bonus cardstock buy for half the price too. But let us go back over to Corrine, who I think is going to pick up a penguin.
I certainly am. Now, if you were watching earlier at Wake Up Call, you'll have seen this is the lovely little box that I made in Wake Up Call. I said, oh, these dies, I was making this, I said, oh, these dies are going to be good, because I've got 2 little boys coming to stay with me on Monday. And one of the viewers thought you and Craig were coming to stay in my house.
Little boys?
No, Arlo and Jackson are coming to stay. So, but yeah, so one of the viewers thought it was you and Craig. Can you just imagine? I can just see you and Craig sitting there in your bed together with your nightgowns on and your night hats on. Is that how they do it? How they watch the wrestling?
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
Okay, now let's make a penguin.
Dear.
So we're going to make an easel card on top of a box. Wow. There we go. Couple of pieces of black card. Now, as I said before, these aren't multimedia dies. These are just regular silver thin lit dies. But they will go through 2 pieces of card without any bother. So I'm going to put my 2 pieces of card together. I'm going to put my little penguin on there, and I'm going to tape it down. Now, I'm actually going to tape over the edge to try and keep the piece that's underneath still as well. I'm then going to pop on my 2 shims, and then my top plate, and then we're going to pop that through our die cutting machine. And those will cut too. Now I actually need 3. I find these dies just balk a little bit when you try to get 3 layers through. The 3rd layer is more of an indent than a cut. But you know, if you want to try, but you know, go through your 2 layers together. It's no problem at all. So there we go. Let's just get that off there. There we are. Just get rid of that little bit of glue, and then we can take that one off too. So I've got 2, and then I've got a 3rd one. There we go. So I need 3 to make my easel card. So for one of them, I'm going to take that and I'm going to get my scoreboard, and I'm just going to take him and I'm going to score. Now there's no exact science here. It's where you want it. So, but I'm going to score it just across the top, just there. So I've just come down a little bit from there. Again, like I said, there's no right or there's no wrong way. And then I'm going to take him about halfway down his shoulders, look. And I'm going to go across there. Now I think that should hopefully, look, there you go, that's not a bad guess. That one was about halfway.
Bob on.
Bob on, thank you. and then we can fold that one. So what we can then do is we can then take those. Now, we're going to get our red liner in the bundle. So I'm going to have a go with some red liner because that's going to... What thickness is that red liner that you get in the bundle?
I think it's 12 mil, I think. Let me double check though.
12 mil?
6 mil.
6 mil?
Yeah.
Is that 6? Which is 6 mil? Is that 6?
6 mil's the middle one, isn't it?
Is that one?
Hang on. Come on over. That looks... yours looks thicker, doesn't it?
Is that
no.
thicker?
No, that's the 6 mil.
That's a 6 mil.
Yeah.
There we go. We'll use that one then. We'll use that one. So I'm going to pop a little bit of glue. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold it like that. So let's put a little bit of red liner tape onto here.
Okay.
So the end of that was a little bit mangled, so I'm just going to go across there.
Just whilst you're sticking, Lynn's off to the Sandown Carnival tomorrow. Ooh. Sounds fun. Pammy's getting a crafty space organised. Renee's just ordered the showstopper and the half-price paper. Yes.
Yes.
And I plan on making gift card holders, says Paw Prince ×4.
Oh, perfect. I was saying there's so much you could do. Can you imagine little table name places?
Oh, I like that.
That would look nice.
Yeah.
Right, so I've just put the red liner tape up there. Bunting, as I said, you could do ornaments. Again, like I say, it's going to work on cards. It's going to work on all sorts. So what I've got now, so far, look, is an easel, but we've only got half a penguin on the front. It's hard to see in black, isn't it? Look, you can see we've got half a penguin on the front. So we're going to do that. So I just need to then use my third one and stick it on there. Now, I always glue onto the folded one because then I can see exactly where the glue needs to go. It needs to go up to that line and no further. So I'm just come down a couple of mil below it so that when it squidges, it only goes up to that line. We can put a little bit of glue on there. And then we can then pop
Stick
that
the penguin
on there. There we go. Let's just burnish that because obviously the heat from your hand warms that up. So then when we pop that, can you see? If I touch it that way so you can see.
Yeah.
You see I've now got that triangle of the 3 penguins. And again, by doing it that way, you've never got a bit of penguin sort of overhanging that's sort of in the wrong place. It's quite neat and tidy little easel card, isn't it? So then, I should have put in this before and then I forgot. I got so excited. I can work it out. So I'm going to pop this. Oh, it'll still fit. I'm going to pop that one on the inside. So just use the next dies down. So this was the die that, was it Nicole had used to create the aperture. So what she'd done was she'd cut that into the main one.
I see.
Can you see? She'd cut it into there to create that aperture. I think that is lovely. I've only ever seen that on hers, but what I've done here is cut it into the white.
Okay.
So we can pop that bit on there. That goes just like that. And that's going to go, just have a little bit of a border at the bottom, and that's going to go on there. And then I'm going to do the same on the top. Now, when I'm making a normal easel card, just a regular square easel card or a twisted easel, I like the top, the easel element and the base inside to mirror each other. Yeah. So just because this is a penguin, I'm still sort of applying the same sort of rules, if that, that makes sense. So,
absolutely.
We've got... It's working both ways.
Yeah.
There we go. And again, I'm going to just whiz through a couple of these bits so you can see I've got them cut. So I've got this little hat cut here. And we can pop that on. You can put this on with glue. Now, one thing we haven't mentioned is a lot of these dies, and I've lost my die set, there it is, are cut and embossed dies. By what I mean is, after you've cut them, if you then run them through with your embossing mat, can you see you've got gaps there but no blades? Yeah. So if I show you on here, can you... there.
Stop there.
There. Can you see you've got those gorgeous imprints? So that is why you've got... And the beak is another one that looks really impressive if you emboss it as well. So we can pop that onto there.
Well, actually, we'll do the questions in a second. We've got a few questions coming through.
So I'm going to pop that onto here. I'm not going to stamp on this one. If I was going to stamp, I would have done that before I started applying all the little bits. So let's take his little eyes.
Is that more like a little nightcap, is it, than a...
It looks a bit like that.
It is, isn't it?
Or think of it more of a Santa-style hat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Could be a Santa hat.
Santa hat or...
Like a little nightcap.
Your nightcap,
Like a wee willy winky hat.
It's very similar to Is there not one like that on the snowman as well, I think?
The snowman's got like a bubble hat, hasn't he?
Snowman's got...
Oh no, he has. He's got a bubble hat and a little wee willy winky hat.
He has, hasn't he?
Oh, Johnny. Johnny just says he's not got an ice cap. Get it? An ice cap. Oh, good one, Johnny.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, Johnny's going, get that, Corrine. Corrine gets it. She's just not laughing.
Right, now the other one I've done
Yikes.
is his little beak, and can you see it has embossed it on there? And what I'm going to do, actually, I'm just going to get my scoreboard and I'm going to go over that a little bit. So I'm going to put that, let me see.
You need a fish for a stopper, says Anne.
I need a what?
You need a fish for the stopper. That's what Anne says.
You certainly do.
That would be good,
I'm just going to go along that line, and then I'm going to go along that line and really enhance that. It's just come down a little bit. So what I can then do is just to fold it, just to give me a little bit of dimension on there. There we go. It's just giving me a little bit of extra dimension so that then I can find, where's my little foam pads? I put them back. I was being tidy. That doesn't pay, does it? Doesn't pay to be tidy.
Oh no, didn't know.
Get a little one of those, and we can put that on there. Oops. And then let's put that on. Let's go that way round. And look at that. The difference when you start to put, actually, let's go a little bit higher because I'll run out of room for his bow tie otherwise.
Very cute.
These penguins are very noisy, aren't they?
Well, I'm not buying. Well, the I'm not buying these didn't last long, says Karen Carter, as I've just bought the showstopper and other bits. I mean, come on, these are the most fun ever. Look at the penguin with the bow tie. Come on.
All penguins need bow ties.
Oh, they do. I have a little feeling in my mind that penguin's bow tie would be one of those like spinny ones. Oh, Johnny, no.
Is this what Johnny's normally like?
Yeah. Normally when when he's a bit tired, he's had a long day, the jokes start coming out. He's my kind of wingman. You know, I do the joke books.
Yeah.
He gives me a lot of the material, you know. We're going to do the next joke book together if we're allowed to do it.
Wow.
He just said, is that a kipper tie that the penguin's wearing? A kipper tie. It's a penguin. And they eat fish. Johnny's actually in covering this evening. He should have been at home at 4 o'clock. So, yeah, he's not even apologising for the bad jokes.
Right, now, there we go. This is going to be my snowman, my penguin. He's not a snowman. I've taken one of the sentiments and I've just going to pop that on there.
Yeah.
So we could be stopping at this point, but we're not going to. We're going to, like we say, turn it into a box. So let's just pop that onto there. But look at that. If you wanted to stop there, look at that. You could write a name on there.
You could.
And like I said, you know what I was saying about them being place cards and things? Wouldn't that be absolutely brilliant? I think he looks super cute. We can go one step better.
We can.
So I've got some cards. I've got some card here. I've written it down. So this is 6.5 by 7.5. Look, you can see 6.5 inches by 7.5 inches. And I've scored at 1 inch all the way round. So I'm only going to pop a layer on one side. Look at this. This is from that amazing new paper pad. I've already punched a hole in there. You'll see why in a minute.
Those are on the show as well if you want those.
Let's do it this way.
Or I think, were they on launch or we've got these on this show? The luxury metallics. No, they were on launch day. The luxury 12 by 12 metallics. Shot the day for those. Bottom of the screen coming up for you.
So what I'm going to do is, I've got a little hole in there. I'm going to thread some ribbon through. I think that should be about like that. And then I'm going to open that out just there. Pop that up. Just like that, and then I'm going to get my red liner tape. This doesn't have to be pretty or anything like that. No one's going to see it.
No.
But I'm just going to put that ribbon down there. Oops, capture it. And I'm just going to go over the top with a piece of red liner. Don't worry about how it looks, because this ribbon is jumping all over the place. It's absolutely fine. There we go. So pop that on there. that ribbon's not going anywhere now, so I can take that off from there. Oh, come on, red liner. And then I can pop a little bit of glue on the rest. There we go. And then that. Right, now this box is going to go that way up, so I want this that way, just there. Just a minute. There we go. Pop that one just like that, and then we can make this into a little box, or a little drawer, as you can tell, with putting that bit on the front.
Okay. So I was watching you stick. Hi to Gladys Ojeda, who says, loving this collection, the Christmas shaped cards. Hey, Jeffrey Langley, who's joined us saying, happy Friday, Corrine and Ben, and the great and super CTV crew. And Alicia Gordon says, getting ready for a church vendor fair in North Little Rock, Arkansas. It's happening this Sunday, and I'm enjoying the last few days of vacation. We'll have a great time, won't you, Alicia? And just a question from Annie, says, is the CC black card sturdy like the multi-purpose? It's 300 GSM, isn't it? So
very
it is sturdy,
strong.
very strong, yeah.
Right, so there's my little drawer. And then I've got another piece. So this is, it's A4, it's the length of your A4, so that is 11 3/4 inches, if you remember A4. And then we've scored, and we've just cut it to 5 1/4 wide. So it's just a little bit, it will work perfectly with this piece that we've cut out here. And then I've scored it at 4 1/2 and, where have I gone? Where have I got this? Oh, scoring at 4 1/2, then at 1 and 1, and then repeated 4 and 1 again.
Yeah.
To work that one out for a minute. So I'm going to use my red liner again. And that's going to go along here. Pop that on there. Now, great thing about this is, if all of these measurements have been done right, I should be able to fold that one up there, and that should just go like that. It will. So we can pop that one on there, and that's going to, oops, come on, lift. There we go. Take that, and then we can turn that one round, and that is going to make sure it's square across there. And that's now a sleeve that this, we've got all our measurements right,
Grill.
will fit in to
like a glove.
there. So that fits perfectly. Now, the last little bit I've done is I have got some cardstock, so I'm still using the silver, and I'm using the same blue that we used in his hat. And this starts off, look, at 6 inches by 5 1/4, and then we've just gone down by a few millimetres. So all I'm going to do first is I'm going to glue all the way across the bottom of here. This is like a Michelle McCarthy construction.
Michelle McCartney?
McCarthy construction. Oh, it's late. It's late.
It's late.
There we go. Pop that onto there.
Johnny's singing Mull of Kintyre in my ear now.
Oh, is that what it was? I couldn't work out what it was.
Mull of Kintyre.
Oh, I shouldn't have gone right to the edge.
So live and let craft.
Oh, there's your next song.
Yeah, with Michelle.
She will be watching. Sorry, Michelle, I'm tired.
She will be watching, you say?
Yes.
Yeah, say hello, Michelle, if you're watching. Go on. I'd love to hear from you.
She's planning her next craft along.
Yeah, thanks to Sarah today. Oh yeah, Michelle will do that.
Oops. I'm just going to take those out a minute. Put that back on.
I love Lillian's idea of saying you could make a flopper stopper for this out of puffy snow. A flipper stopper, Johnny's on it tonight. Oh dear, a flipper stopper. I like the idea of using your puppy snow for a flipper flopper stopper. That is a great idea.
Yep. There we go. Right. So I'm just using my my brayer just to flatten everything down to make sure it was all in the right places. So look at that. Just as a box, that's really pretty. And then all we're going to do is we're going to get our penguin, and we're going to put some glue on the base all the way around there. And he will sit perfectly on there, just like that. Just like, there we go. Is he nice and straight?
What are you going to put in the box? That's the question.
Oh, good question. Come on, what puns are you going to think of? And then you've got a little drawer that opens up.
Aww.
Isn't he cute?
Absolutely brilliant. I think that's my favourite demo of the day.
Oh, brave. Big statement, bold statement there. But he's good, didn't he?
Yeah, I absolutely love that. It's great. Lillian says, a flipper stopper is actually very witty. Well done, Johnny. Johnny says, thank you. Pammy says, I love this metallic paper, so shiny. Shop the day if you haven't yet got it, Pammy. I bet you already have, but if you haven't, do shop the day for that. Hey, also to Karen, who's joined us. And Anne, who's watching too. The Christmas shape cards are flying, the showstopper. Just a quick question, sort of unrelated, but Catherine Garrett asks, when you make backgrounds for a set theme, do you start with an idea of colours to use, or do you just have a play with everything to see what works best? What's your take on that?
Depends what I'm doing. If I was going to be using a pattern paper, I would get my pattern paper first. Because if you just think of this one, maybe if I was going to put that onto pattern paper, it might be quite hard to match up the green and the purple. So I'd get a pattern paper and then match my inks to the nearest one. But for like this, what I did with this was I looked at what inks were in the bundle and then tried to pick two colours. I didn't want two samey colours. I wanted, you know, the green, the topaz, what's it called?
The green topaz.
Green topaz, thank you, yes. Green topaz and damson white, because I thought they would be work well together. Whereas when I did this one, I wanted to get that ombre, so I thought, well, I'll use the navy blue and the parakeet with the smoked emerald, because I thought they all sort of complemented each other.
Yeah.
So it depends what you're doing. But like I say, I wouldn't try and make that and then try and find a pattern paper to match it. That way, madness lies. You'll be spending a long time trying to sort that out. So yeah.
Keep the questions coming. This is what we're here for. Laurie says, brilliant box. Wendy Ditzler says, that is so cute. Michelle Harris says, love that project. Nice job. Thank you. Fantastic job. Love this demo. I can't wait to try this out, says Vanessa Fuentes. And Carrie Spearman says, Swedish fish could go inside the drawer. Do you know? Yes, Johnny. Who is the love? It's an American gummy candy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I can't remember the lovely lady who it was, but we, so many of you send us gifts, which is so kind of you, but we had a big gift of sweets, probably last year now actually, and there was some Swedish fish in there. Nobody else really liked the Swedish fish. I loved them, which was great news for me because I got to eat all of them. We have had some fizzy fish in the vending machine recently, but they haven't returned since, have they? I don't think, but anyway, yeah, fizzy fish. Swedish fish could go in there. And Pammy on YouTube says, I plead the fifth. I can neither confirm or deny that I got all the shiny papers today. Well, we'll leave it at that, shall we? We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to have a look more at the ink pads that we've got on your Colour Me Happy show. Any more questions you want to ask in relation to those, or any sort of colouring questions in general, please do feel free to ask us. That's what we're here for on Colour Me Happy. But let's have some light entertainment right now and have a bit of a sing-song whilst you're checking out. We'll see you in about 4 minutes.
A few weeks ago on the show, we were talking about places where all you guys lived. Well, we might have used Google Earth just to have a bit of a sneaky look at the village, town, or city that you lived in. And I thought it might be quite funny if I wrote a little ditty and I put on my Facebook page, where do y'all live? And I'll put your towns and cities and village into my little song. But I didn't realize that there would be about 425 responses, so I'm gonna cram as many places into this song as I can, but I won't get them all in. We craft everywhere, man, we craft everywhere. From over here to there, man, we craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man, we craft everywhere. We craft in Lydney, Lynbrook, Launceston, Lehana, Tampa, Darlington, Almond Beach, Sedalia, Wills Point, Widnes, Wildwood, Weldon, Marshall, Jackwell Lake, Walkerburn, Yate, Hesperia, Sublimity, Pinho, Avon, Freeport, Mapleton, San Jose, Enumclaw, Great Bend, Detroit, Keniston. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. crafting parachute, paradise, pilots, full Papillion, sheets of base in Petersburg, Seacom, Sucking, Saturday, Bristol, Brighton, Brooklyn, Blackwood, Barnsley, Tide Squeeze, South Shields, Temple Hills and Bentley, Tampa, Pillar, Tucum, Cary, Ottawa, Hull, Harrisburg, Lexington, Tupelo, Cincinnati, Austinburg. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters, we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. Crafting Loxahatchee, Lakesville, Lawrence, Lacey, Livermore, Albuquerque, Weeki-Wachee, Pensacola, Ellsworth Park, Mechanicsburg, Williamsburg, Rebella, Houston, Burlington, Wet Wang, Market, Drayton, Yale, Method, Wellington, Wapakoneta, Homer, Sassa, Santa Rosa, Wichita, Honolulu, Riverdale, Melbourne, Commerce, Fentanyl. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters, we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. Crafting Newton Abbey, Richmond, Dudley, Georgetown, East Kilbride, Eugene, Ferrum, Rhinebeck, Walkerstown, Newarheim, Fort Wayne, Gloucester, Chester, Long Beach, Raphael, St. Dominic's and Cloud City, Augustine Beach, Sand Springs, Romford, Tulsa, Traverse City, Wesley Chapel, Ballarat, Medina, Rampo City. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters, we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. Crafting Sawbrook and Tucson, Kissimmee, Philadelphia, Chicago, Las Vegas, Biloxi, Latte, Elmira, Glendale, Scottsdale, Anchorage and Hurtville, Seattle, Gold Canyon, Ipswich, Cumberland, Unionville, Toledo, Miami, Atlanta, Cleveland, Gold Canyon, Altoona, Caloonda, Port Orange, Glover, Rising Sun. We craft everywhere, man. We craft everywhere. From over here to there, man. We craft everywhere. In crafters, we've got our share, man. We craft everywhere. And there's a few more places I didn't manage to get into the song. West Runton, Newcastle, Kingswood, Sandbach, Carlisle, Bewley, Albury, Durham, Springfield, Ashington. We crafted Greenville, Lincoln, Nebraska, Sumter, Oak Park, Winchester, Knapp Hill, Stoke-on-Trent, Mount Pocono, Greenville, Charlotte, Oxon Hill, Tunbridge Wells, Modesto, Haverhill, Sierra Vista, Arecibo, Morgantown, O'Fallon, Aurora, Black Forest. We crafted Hermiston, Brownsburg, Henderson, Socorro, Fort Myers, Mandenholm, Hilliard, Farmingdale, East Moline, Summers Point, Calgary, Charleston, Salisbury, Malden, Galloway, Fitchburg, Hopewell, Aberdeen, Winstead, Castlewood, Chatsworth, Limestone, Victoria, Willoughby, Rockland, Canton, Falmouth, Conestoga, Lyndhurst, Ashbourne and Cluj-Napoca. Oh yeah. Yeehaw. Might take that song to Nashville one day. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Live performance. Yes, James. Can you imagine? Boom, boom, boom. We got everywhere. Anyway, love Corrine's dress, says Beverly Bryant. Beverly Bryant. Blue is my favourite colour. We've also had a few people commenting on your hair this evening as well, asking if you've got a new hairdo.
No, I've just watched it this morning.
Ah,
just watched it this
you
morning.
always say that, don't you?
No, but I always watch it just before I come to the show.
Ah.
But that's true.
Ah, so not new, just clean.
Yeah.
And Anne says, in the drawer, Pepperidge Farm goldfish crackers. Pepperidge Farm goldfish. I don't know what that is. A goldfish cracker, as in crackers for goldfish, or
no,
crackers shaped like goldfish.
Probably.
Oh yeah, because we used to get. What? Yes, yes, James, fish and chips.
I've got one packet of those left at home. I love them.
Oh, can you still get them?
Of course you can, yeah.
Oh yes.
Yes. You get them in multi-bags of 6 packs.
Salt and vinegar flavour, aren't
Salt and
they?
vinegar. They now do a green pack. I think it might be pickled onion, but no, you can't beat salt and vinegar.
Yeah, you used to be able to get those in the pub back in the day when you used to have like the scampi fries hung up behind the bar. Oh, no, Corrine, don't pull face the scampi fries. They're the best.
Okay.
Do you not like them?
No.
Love scampi fries. Just wouldn't want to go near anybody who'd...
I was just thinking, my husband actually
them.
used to eat those a lot when I first met him, but
Wow.
I managed to wean him off those.
Yeah. Not the kind of thing to eat on a first date. Definitely not. Right, let's have a look at this Inkpad showstopper. Now, if you want to go for the individuals, you can. Do you want me to go through all the different colours again? Johnny, brilliant. Do you want me to go through all the different colours? No, you're all right, he goes.
I reckon these shows, they should have what we can hear in our talkback out loud.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. Johnny's just got no, because no one would come back. Oh, that is so funny. So, yeah, you've basically got a selection of your quick dries, a selection of your smoked emeralds. Smoked emeralds? God. a selection of your water reactives and a selection of your opaque pigment ink pads. That's the showstopper. 30. If you want to go for the quick dries on their own, you can. If you want to go for the water reactives on their own, you can. If you want to go for the opaque pigments on their own, you can. But obviously the main value for money is to go for the showstopper, where you will save an extra 10. So you're down to £110, $170. If you're gold, you're at £88 or $136. If you're platinum, you are at $82.50 or $127.50 if you're shopping in the US. Use your spend and save codes. If you spend more, save codes. So spend, save 10 if you're in the UK and you're platinum, so you can take that down by another 10, $72.50. If you're in the US, spend, save 20, which will take you down to $107.50. But as we said as well, you know what, if you are in the US and you're platinum, you're $127.50, pop another £2.50's worth into your basket, and then you're going to be up and around getting the 30 off with that 130 spend, however you want to do it. But that's where you can use these codes here. You just can't use these T's and C's, but things like the launches in July, you won't be able to use these on, but do have a look. Whack it in the code box when you check out, and if it works, marvellous.
I love the fact, though, that they're one-time only use.
But you can use three.
You can use all three. That's
can.
really generous.
Yeah. I got told off for mentioning that earlier by Sarah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I mentioned it all through Wake Up Call.
She was like, whose side are you on? Whose side are you on? Let's have a look with Corrine then. Which ones are you going to have a look at here?
Right, now I'm going to use the quick dry inks. Now normally, quick dry inks, you'd think you'd sort of do where you want to stamp one thing onto another so it, the colours don't know. But actually, quick dry inks are really, really vibrant. They're a bit strong, I would say they're stronger in vibrancy than your water reactives.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if all of these are in the quick dry bundle. I hope I've
Go on.
Pink tulip, honey pot, and fuchsia.
Yep, yes.
Oh, that's why I picked them. I thought it would have been strange if I hadn't.
What was the last one you mentioned? Just go back to it.
Fuchsia. I should have gone pink tulip, shouldn't I? Right, so I'm going to do blending with these, because normally we don't blend with our quick dries. Like I say, you'll stamp one, so say you were going to be doing something where you need to stamp one colour over another, so you don't want to blend. That's where you would go. But let's have a go with our quick dries. So I'm going to, sometimes they pick up off the mat, sometimes they don't. You can see it's picking up really well. I'm just going to put a bit more on there, just to blend it. Now, they don't blend like watercolours do, but they will come on to your cardstock. So look at this, you can see straight away, you've got quite a good depth on there. So I'm just going to pick these up. Now, they are like a foam pad. So your water reactives are a felt, your pigments are a sponge, and these are like a sponge, but they're really quite juicy. So I'm just going to come in on here, and I'm just going to keep adding some colours. So I'm just going to pick 3 colours, and I'm just going to pop them on just like this. So that's the first time round. I will change them. I will go over them again. So then I'm going to pick up my next one. That's gone on nicely. Let's pick up that. And then I'm going to pop on a little bit of my yellow. Let's put a little bit here. And then we'll put a little bit here. First, I usually go round and lay down the colour so I can see what I'm doing. And then we're going to go in with this, pick that up, and then I'm going to come down.
I don't know if you've already covered this, because I was just looking at comments. Is there a reason why because you're using some of the square rectangles, and is one you've used
because I couldn't find enough handles in all the same shape.
Okay.
I'd like to say this.
I thought there was going to be some complicated explanation as to why you were doing it.
No, I couldn't find handles in the same 3 handles in the same shape, so we ended up with 2 different shapes, and it's really nothing more
technical than
that. No. There we go. But can you see now? The more you work them, they do start to blend together.
Yeah.
And you can just blend over those colours, just like that. I should have said that out loud, otherwise people will be thinking there's some sort of magic.
Newfangled technique.
Yeah. Now, I just keep going backwards and over them until I'm happy with how they're blending. But can you see the strength of colour? It's a lot, I think it's a density that you don't get with your water reactives. I haven't really gone back over with this one. So you can just see on here.
Does glycerin make them more blendy, asks Hannah?
Glycerin we usually do with our water reactives.
Okay.
Not so much with our quick dries. So yeah, that's why I didn't. But that's how I like it to be. So you can just keep working until I've got this. You see, every time they come out different.
Oh yeah.
It's entirely up to you. So I mean, that's exactly the same ones. Just you can see with the brushes. It's entirely up to you how much you blend them through. Let me just get rid of this off here. So we can do that onto there. And then, where's my cloth? There it is. Just dry that down. So what we're going to do next is we're going to bring in, and you've got these on the show, we've got our cut and embossing folders
floral
on
frames.
the show. Now I've got this one here. This is the Peony Blooms. Now all I've done is, the last time I cut it out of white, I kept this little bit in the middle. And the reason I've kept that there is because when I put this in, if I put that on there, that could stain my foam pad. So I often just keep a little piece of the waste over there so that when I pop this in, let me just try and get that lined up, pop that in just there. You'll notice so this is a 4 by 6 inch folder. I've just cut it to just under the 4 by 6. Can you see I've got that little gap? And that is because I want it to have room to spread. So these are 2D. So I'm going to just use my 2 cutting plates, and I'm putting it in that way because I always emboss hinge first. So that means that as it stretches, as the card stretches, it can come out. So you see it was embossed that way, so that as it stretched, that piece of card there had somewhere to go.
Okay.
If you do it that way, it will hit that hinge, and then it's going to get
ruffled. Yeah.
So you can see on here, we've got this perfect piece. That should pop out. There we go. So my little piece moved. And that's just a piece of that card. But you can see it on there, because I put that in there, that's not got dirty. And then you can see we've got that perfect, hopefully you can see that emboss. I'm just going to show you how. Now, it might not be too visible at the moment, but I'm going to bring in a little bit of gilding wax.
Okay, yeah, this will bring it to the fore.
Just a minute, I've got it right. I dipped my finger a bit too far in there. Let's go with that finger. And then we can just...
yes, here we go.
Can you see?
Here we go.
It's like magic, isn't it? It just draws out that emboss. You might not have seen it because of the way the ink pads were.
Yeah.
The ink on the card, so it might have made it quite hard to pop. But as soon as we go in with the gilding wax...
Yeah, it just brings it out.
Yeah.
It reminds Sarah of fruit salads.
Yes.
Your background.
Yeah.
Does have that sort of colour to it, actually. Gorgeous background, says Pammy as well. I think those colours always play very nicely together, don't they? Those 3 that you chose. The fuchsia and the honey pot.
But there you go, look at that now. Now we've brought that gilding wax in.
Yeah.
It really, really makes it pop. And then the other thing I've done, because I've got one that I've got gilding wax everywhere. I've got one that's done. Now, I used my gold at home, but all you want to do is get your...
Is that glitter glue?
Glitter glues.
Yeah.
And then just pop a little bit on some of those little seeds. Just the whole ones. Ooh, I really have got gilding wax everywhere. You can just pop that on there, just like that. Just a little bit to accent it. You know, you can see. Right, there we go. Let's get rid of that. And I'll show you the one that I've done. Oh, just put my finger in the glitter. So you can see on there exactly the same, but I've used the gold to match the gold gilding flakes. Now, the other thing we've got on here, and I've not got them, I have got them here, is our sentiment tags. So you've got, at least this is not a gift card, you've got warning the contents of this package may be awesome.
Yep.
This is exactly what you did not ask for. Well, it's the thought that counts. A special gift you never knew you wanted. Best gift ever, I should know I bought it. I hate presents, said no one ever. And luckily, the last one, and I did put them in order, this is for you, but I wish it was mine. And I've stamped that Just on a little bit of white card. I've then just curled the edges and matched and layered that onto a bit of gold. So you can see that just there. So there we go.
Price on the screen's ridiculous today, by the way.
Oh, wow. Now, that might be the thing that takes you over the next bit to put, you know, put you down into the next
Spend more, save more. It's $9.75 or $15.75 platinum, by the way. So it's even less.
Madness, isn't it? Right, so
madness.
I have got some Century Pearl in our pink. There we go. Again, these were all bits that
comes in as well. Isn't that in the? Is that the pink from the Trends collection that we've got in the bonus buy?
Yeah, it will be in the Trends, yes. They just use our pink in the Century Pearl in that pack.
Yeah.
So that's going to go on there.
Matches the colours perfectly.
It does. Then I've got some of my gold from the luxury card pack. I don't know if that's on that one, but you'll have all seen that in the past.
Yeah.
And then I just had a scrap of this now. Might have been Country Lane.
I want to say that is, what's the other side of it?
It's got musical notes, because that's the side I want. No, I want that side. I was going to use them notes.
Someone shout, I don't think that is Country Lane. Someone will know.
Not, is it?
No.
Again, like I say, it was all from scraps. Everything today is from scraps that I've got. Put that on there. Just make sure those are nicely stuck down. Oops. Move that slightly. That was silly, but there we go. And then we've got some foam tape on here, just all the way around the edge. This would make a lovely shaker. I'm not doing it as a shaker, but you could quite easily. There we go.
Very nice.
And then I've got my sentiment, which I thought would fit really, really.
So how many mats and layers is that then? 1, 2...
1, 2, and then they've got that one that you can't see.
Yeah, got you.
I
Very
often
effective.
do that, tuck one in, do you know what I mean, that you can not see. Oh, there.
Yeah, and the bottom, I think.
Just like that. And that is showing you how you can use your quick, dry ink pads to do blending.
Very good. I like that. If you want to get those tags, by the way, details on the screen for those. And just a lot of love for the background. Corrine says, Laurie Townsend, Geekman. Beautiful idea with the quick dry ink pads. Have so many, and I don't use them often, but a great idea as always. That's the other great thing, isn't it, about these shows? We obviously, would love you to come in and buy the products if you don't have them. However, if you have already got them, and we get comments like that going, oh, I like that idea, I'm going to now get mine out. Then I think we've done our job brilliantly. If you want to go for the full collection of all of the ink pads that we've got, the Inkpad Showstopper collection is what you need to go for. You're basically saving more. You can go for them individually, but you're saving more when you go for the Showstopper. It's an extra 10 save. Then, of course, you're getting your extra discounts. So this price at the bottom of the screen is actually the gold price. Your platinum price on the Showstopper is actually $82.50 or $127.50. And as we've said, you can then use your spend more, save more codes on them. It's entirely up to you if you want to do that, because, of course, if you decided I won't use it and use the code somewhere else, you'll get free shipping, of course, as well, if you just keep it at that $127.50. So however you want to play it, but the codes are there available for you. Let's take you through all the colours that you're going to get. So here we go. Come on, Ben. The quick dries. You are going to get ocean blue, fuchsia, baby blue. Get out of the way quickly. Back to the fuchsia. Honey pot, pink, tulip, midnight, spring meadow, grass hopper, plum jam, and lemon tonic. So that's your 10 in the quick dries. Water reactives, smoked emerald, fire brown, spa blue, sandstorm, midnight, green topaz, smoke plume, baby blue, damson wine, parakeet, and then last but by no means least, in your opaque pigment ink pads, oasis, damson wine, baby blue, plum jam, twilight grey, pink tulip, lemon tonic, orange, bordeaux, fire brown. So those are all of the colours that you're going to get across the 3 different ranges. It's a comprehensive bundle, is it not? And don't forget, you'll get your double points on that showstopper as well. If you want to go individual, of course you can. And if you just want to pick up individual ink pads, of course, you can do that too. We are, by the way, thank you, Lynn, he says, lovely, Corrine, thank you. And Carletta Morris says, I had to order the shaped cards. They are too cute. Yeah, get those shaped cards. I think over 70% of the stock of those is now gone. So listen, if you have got items in your basket, we will give you opportunity to check out. When we come back, final bit of inspo and demo for you, and also the all-important vote for the demo of the show, and then the demo of the day as well. So get your voting hats on. We'll come back just a few moments' time.
I have to tell you, every single person works tirelessly behind the scenes, and I can't just give a shout out to one person, because for me it has to be John, Tracy and Jake.
Going to give a shout out to our backstage hero, and I'm actually going to say heroes. It has got to be our product coordination team. It's got to be.
Because without those 3 people, when we're on air, we wouldn't be able to function like we do. They make sure we have everything we need, right from the samples to the product to having a drink of water throughout the show. They really look after us.
You see us day in, day out, 7 days a week, live on TV. We're crafting away. We're hopefully inspiring you. Every single card, every single product, every single tool that we touch has come from product coordination. Those guys are the unsung hero. They're there making sure we have the products, we have the inks, we have the tools, we have everything that we need. We have the power to actually work our Gemini ranges. The smooth running of behind the scenes of Crafters TV is all down to our product coordination team.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So, join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You all had time with each other! You're not through to boot camp. Get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV.
Welcome back. Charlene Matthew says, I'm so excited to get this showstopper and paper. Can't wait to duplicate all the ideas shown. I know I will make the Penguin nameplates for Christmas, as we are Pittsburgh Penguin hockey fans. Yeah, go Penguins! That's a great idea though, isn't it? It's your sports team, Pittsburgh Penguins. Unbelievable, that's great. And Pammy on YouTube says, Parakeet is one of my all-time favourite ink colours. Listen, we are going to do a really quick demo and then get the votes going. It'll have to be quick because 2 votes to squeeze in. The shaped Christmas card based stamp and die collection, the showstopper at 80%. Now is the time to be making your mind up about this. If you want it, now you need to be jumping in and grabbing it. Don't forget, you've got your bonus cardstock deal on that as well, but it's £60, $75.20 if you're platinum. Of course, that comes down even further for you to no, it doesn't, $63.75 or 78. No, oh dear, it's all gone wrong. Oh my, 63, no, that's not right at all, is it? Yeah, is that right? 63.75, $78. Oh no, I've got the, I'll work out in a minute. It's getting late. Corrine, we need a quick demo.
I can.
Oh, but that's why you got the, I thought you stitched me right up there, guys. James was testing us. I was thinking, I've been reading those out all day. We had the wrong details up. $63.75 or $78. I was right all along. Corrine.
Okay, right. Let's have a go with the Christmas cheer, which is the Christmas tree. Now, this one is going to get you the most stamps and dies with it. You're getting so many on here. You're getting so much detail in there. So all I've got to do, there you go, is because you've got all the decorations. I'm just going to cut out the Christmas tree. Now I've cut it out of the encapsulated glitter from our luxury green card stock. Now we haven't got long. So luckily, I've got one that's all made up because this could potentially take quite a while to put together otherwise.
Right.
So I'm just going to show you how you would do this. So I've cut this through, but look at this. These are just regular dies straight through glitter cardstock, no problem.
Yeah.
Now you then could cut out, and I've got them all cut out here ready. Oops, there we go. All the little bits, all my little extras. But this is what you get. And I'm sorry about jumping ahead, but if I didn't, we wouldn't get done. So I've got one of these long ones, and I've just put all of the garlands across here, and I've used the same of my mirror card on the star and across here, some of our luxury red cardstock, and I'm just going to pop that one behind there to make the tree trunk. Doesn't that look amazing? Really, really good. So we can pop that. Actually, it's already been stuck down once. It must have come undone. So we can pop that. Ooh, there we go. So we can pop that on to there, and we've got our tree trunk. And then what I want to do next is to pop this into the centre of my backing paper. So that's going to be my backing paper in a minute. And I'm actually going to use my tape pen for a bit of speed. Let's put that straight down there. There we go. All the way down. And then let's pop that. There we go. Right, let's take that and just put it in the centre of there. Now this piece of backing paper is the same size as my card, which is a 7x5 card base. But what I've actually got is I've got another piece of that gorgeous mirror card, which, what do we call it? It is the Festive Metallics. I've also got my stitched oval cut out of there. So I've used the smaller one to cut the inside, and then I used the larger one on there. And what we're going to do is look at this. Isn't this amazing? You can be making all of these gorgeous little parcels. Aren't they beautiful?
Oh, yeah.
Don't they look so much fun? So all we're going to do is we're going to stick some on flat. Let's pop this one on. Let me just make sure I've got my tape in the right place. Yep. You have to think about these things because it goes back to front and everything. So we can put one just there. Then we can get another one. We can put a foam pad or two behind here. I've got some bigger foam pads because I'll be able to get through it quicker. Why is it you can never find?
I always find if you want the small foam pads, you get the big ones there, and if you want the big ones, you can find the small ones.
Always, always. So we can put one on, just, oops, got that. Build them up, just build up a lovely, lovely display. And that's going to go on there. And then we can pop this one on. It is easier to do these sorts of things before you assemble. Yeah. You know, it just makes life a lot easier. Let's put that on there, and that's going to, I'm not going to have it exactly the same, so let's just go a little bit more shallow. That's the right word. So one on there and one on there, and then take the backs off, and let's put them the other way round. So let's put that one in the middle there.
Beautiful.
And don't they look gorgeous? So what we're going to do now is you will see, if I turn this over and put this cardstock in, can you see this piece is fractionally bigger so that we can then create a gorgeous dome-fronted card. That's all you need to do is make sure when you do it, dome-fronted cards aren't difficult. Using the red liner from your bundle, so we can see that wouldn't stick there. So all I'm going to do is, let's take that off. And then all I need to do is put that up there like that and put that one on there. I've got some more red liner on here, and we can take that. You see, I've jumped through quite a few steps of this, but you are getting the gist of it. Let's make sure I've got my card the right way up. because that would be the perfect end if I put it the wrong way.
I tell you what, I know you've whizzed through this, but I reckon that one could be a real contender when we get the vote going in a second.
There we go.
Looks
Put
great.
That on there, and then I've got a sentiment that we can pop just on here. Put one and another one, and I mean, you get the gist. It's die cutting and sticking it. It's for the inspiration, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly right.
So we can pop that on there. Let's just give that a little bit of a curve. And that is how I would use the Christmas tree.
All
now, really
right.
whiz through that, but I need, doesn't that look, that is Christmas in a card, isn't it?
Absolutely, that's what I'm telling you. That one could be the winner right there. Quickest of the show so far, but it could be the one. Stephanie says that foil paper makes a beautiful frame. I cannot wait to re-watch what Corrine has been making. Question come in, but let's get the vote going, and I'll throw it at Corrine in just a second. But vote for the demo of the show, Corrine.
Okay, so one, get to there, and then there. Right. Roughly, I hope this is roughly in order. But we're going to start, we started with our snowman.
Oh, yeah. One.
I know you forgot about that,
I know, yeah.
2 was with our embossing folder.
Yep.
3 was our little penguin.
On the, yeah.
4 was our other embossing folder for our Colour Me Happy and our ink pads. And then 5 is our Christmas tree.
Right.
So 5, 4,
3, 2,
and
1.
1.
Get voting now. You've got about 2.5 minutes to get your vote in there. Gorgeous, says Michelle. Sarah says, absolutely gorgeous card, Corrine. Love that, says Hannah. And beautiful, Corrine, says Terry. Stephanie wants to know, how long, Corrine, does it usually take you to prep a project for the shows?
A lot longer than it takes me to make them on air.
Yeah.
I try to make sure I've got about an hour to prep a project. Depends what it is. It all depends what it is. But these ones, prepping these, probably about an hour, because you've got to be starting. I have to look at what inks we've got, what works together. Then I have to look at all the things that are on the show, because I wanted to make sure I use sentiments and everything. But I probably give myself about an hour, and then when I come to do it on the show, I give myself about 15 minutes, which is why everything's sort of really prepped out. So please don't think, oh, I'm not getting them done as quickly as Corrine. These will have taken me, especially doing things like putting a flower on.
Yeah.
It will have taken me the best part of an hour to put that together.
Good to know, good question as well. Just whilst we await the result coming through, I'll just quickly remind you of your showstopper. It's your Christmas-shaped card-based stamp and die showstopper. 45 stamps and 127 dies. That is a lot of hardware for your money right there. You've got your penguin, your gingerbread house, you have your snowman, and then your Christmas tree as well. And just to show you all of the different components, obviously within the showstopper you get all of the extra tools which I'll show you, but there's your penguin. And like we said, and as you've seen over the course of the shows with Corrine and also Sarah, yes, you're going to be making your shaped card bases with these, but you can just use elements to build these up as little toppers. Use the individual elements, particularly with that Christmas tree one, just to add little embellishments elsewhere. But here with your penguin, you've got all of your dies to be able to create that card, all of the dies then to be able to build him up with his beak and his little eyes and his little sleepy hat, the bunting in there, which of course you can flip around as Sarah did earlier and create a little Christmas hat. You've got the bow tie, the cane, the different styles of beak, and all of the stamps in there too. And once again, as we mentioned earlier, the stamps here you'll use in this collection, but then you'll also use, well, all of them really, across any Christmas collection that you want. So you've got things like Holly Jolly, Jingle All the Way, Dashing Through the Snow, and 'Tis the Season. So that is Jolly Penguin. Then you've got your gingerbread house, and once again, so many individual elements. So you can understand why there's 127 dies within this set, because then you look in here, you've got the little lollipops and candy canes, and little the windows and the gable, the roof, the gingerbread people there. There's so many different elements within this collection. Yeah, and why not? Actually, someone suggested earlier, James was just telling me, that you could make this into a haunted house, maybe ready for Halloween. Halloween is coming.
Very soon.
Very soon. Oh, right, I'll go for it. I'll finish these in a second. Demo of the show, vote in, and we can do the demo of the day. The winner. Trois.
Penguin box!
Yay!
Yeah. I'll bring him over to you, and then you can see what else we've got. Right, I'm coming over.
So vote for demo of the day. Number 1 is the little penguin. Am I calling that like a little stationery holder?
Yeah.
Yeah, little penguin box. Put your pen tools in there, or pens, penguin pens and pencils. 1. 2 is Sarah's gingerbread house card from launch. Or number 3, I mean that's pretty impressive, isn't it, to be fair? The penguin box. 1, 2, 3. Get your votes in on that. You've got about 2 minutes to vote. I'll pop those to one side just whilst I take you through the boards again. So we got up the gingerbread house. And I did just want to show you there too, don't forget, lovely Michelle has kindly agreed. Apparently we are going to be doing that in the craft along, 26th of August. So it's again a great reason to kind of pick these up, mark that in your diary. 26th of August with Michelle, we will be creating this projet, which you guys have absolutely loved today. Once again with the gingerbread house, stamps, you've got loads of great sentiments in there as well. Baking spirits bright, happy holidays, baked with love, and you're the icing on my, you're the icing to my gingerbread. Sorry, Susie, she doesn't like me singing the Halloween song. I didn't sing it all today, at least, did I? Just a little, it was Johnny's fault, he revved me up. Next up, we've got the cheerful snow men or snow women. Again, depending on the cardstock that you use and the colours that you use, you know, you can create a whole host of snow people. Love the project that Sarah did earlier, and you saw a snapshot of that with Corrine earlier, like multi-cutting these and creating little fold-out snowmen cards, which I think is a really cute way to be able to do things. But again, look at all the different dies that you've got in this set. You can build up the scarf on your snow person. You've got the different gloves, the different hats in there. You can have the dicky bow, or we've seen here the bow goes actually around the top of the hat for your, well, it could be male or female actually. You've got your top hat included in there as well. You've got your little stick, so you can have stick arms on your snowman or just have your gloves on there. And then of course you've got the ability to be able to create the face with the dies included, but then within the stamps, look at all of the different ranges of emotions you could achieve with your snow person. And then you've got all of your sentiments in there too. It's, oh, I love that one. I've not seen that one. It's cuddle weather. That's really cute. It's cuddle weather. Take time to chase the snowflakes. There's snow buddy like you. Let it snow and have a holly jolly Christmas. And then last in the bundle, before I just show you the tools that you're going to get as well, is your Christmas tree. It's the Christmas cheer. And again, I mean, look at all the different bits and pieces you've got in here. The stars, the bows, the little baubles, the tinsel to decorate your tree. You've got the present shapes as well. And then you've also got all of the decorations to decorate that tree up. Loads of sentiments included in there too. And don't forget, if you go for the showstopper, you get the tweezers, you get your red liner tape, the 6mm, you're going to get your art liners, and then also you are going to receive your jet black quick dry ink pad within that set. Should be paying an extra £25 or $39. It's actually an extra £5 within the bundle. Heading towards 85% of the stock. Demo of the day goes to 3. Well done, Corrine.
Thank you.
Whoop, whoop. Penguin draw box will be going up onto the Crafty Walk of Fame. Might be the one that you go for on Sunday, Second Chance Sunday. Listen, thank you so much, everybody, for a wonderful day. It's been a busy one, hasn't it? It's been a super busy one. Corrine, you're here tomorrow with Lily, did you say?
With Lily, play your craft rights in the morning.
Yeah.
Then we've got a first look. I've not seen this. I'm really looking forward to it. Vintage Rose, I think it's called. And then we've got a craft vault afterwards. Yes, so it's going to be a really good day. Marvellous. It's been a fantastic day. It's going to be a fantastic weekend. You can still keep getting those discounts across the weekend too as part of our Club Inspire event. I will see you on Monday with Craigle Bagel. We've got the July wrap-up. It's July Reloaded all day Monday. It's going to be a big one. But stick with us across this weekend though, because we've got loads of great shows lined up for you. Corrine and Lee tomorrow on Play Your Crafts Right, kicking things off. Always a fun way to start your Saturday. Thank you so much to the whole team. Thank you to Susie tonight, Tracy and Liv and Johnny and James and Charlotte today as well. And of course to Corrine. Thank you to you for watching too. We will be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Until then, bye for now.